Yeah. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. What's going on? Welcome to Bass Hang 60. Appreciate y'all dropping in saying what's up. Um, this is just a regular hangout situation. I like to do it more regularly, but I got two little ones and sometimes life gets in the way. So I do it as much as I can on Sundays. And I will be getting on the community tab and letting y'all know the Saturday before that there'll be a bass hang. So everybody can drop in and catch it. You know what I'm saying? Thinking I'm going to do it around 9 o'clock. That's going to be the time. It's when the kids go to sleep. Everything in the house is chill. So I ain't got to worry about crying or any foolishness. So that's the plan moving forward. This is 60. I've done 60 bass hangs, probably more than 60, but I have 60 accounted bass hangs. So this is now this is just a war of, what do you call it? A war of tradition. I'm in this thing to hit 100. That's what I'm looking forward to doing. Bass hang 100. That'd be dope. So yeah, I'll be trying to do this and close out the year and try to be consistent doing this. This particular bass hang, though, there are a lot of new things or new basses that need to get demoed that I have in my possession that will be coming out very soon. Very soon. Like a new bass on Monday every week. New bass demo on Monday every week. So I may do it to where I do an unboxing the week before, some on a Thursday or something like that. Give y'all a taste of it, and then that Monday come through with the full demo of the bass, so y'all know what it sounds like acoustically, just with the microphone, just like this right here, and then you can catch the DI version of what the bass sounds like, direct in from an amp to an interface and all that stuff. So just putting out more content, trying to make this thing a regular thing. I need to get back on the ball doing my bass player reacts stuff because I enjoy doing that, checking y'all out and checking out bass players in the community. I got a lot of suggestions for who to check out regarding that. A lot of them is going to involve copyrighted music, so I don't know if I am going to be able to do that and stuff like that. I don't want to get my channel taken for doing copyright strikes and stuff like that. So I'll do what I can with the list that has been provided. People y'all want me to check out. On that list, the bass player from Primus has been on the request numerous times. Bass player from Meshuggah has hopped on that bad boy. Les Claypool. Few odds and ends, few different people. Like there are a lot of different bass players out there, and y'all have requested them. So I'll take a gander and bring you along with the ride. Bring you along for the ride whenever that time comes. So yeah, but I've ran this thing on, and you know what's coming down the pipeline. I appreciate you watching. But where are y'all watching from? I love starting my segments and stuff off like that. Where y'all watching from? Go ahead and drop it in the comments. Give y'all a good what's happening, and stuff like that. La. Steve Lockwood's going on, man. How you doing? Bob O'Neill, Bob from Oz. Hey. Tiny, what's going on, big homie? I think he's a truck driver basis. I think so. What's going on, Tiny? All right. Springfield, Illinois. Dope. What's going on? All right. Minnesota. Okay. All right. Arcane Sanctuary Bass Distortion Channel. It's very specific. Long Island, New York. What's happening? J Alpha Up. What's happening? Tallahassee in the house. Connecticut. Okay. Maui. Lucky. Well, I heard it's really expensive to live there, but it's really beautiful. So it's a trade-off. I feel like that's worth the price of admission. Yeah. But thanks for watching. Let's see. Floyd from Down Under. All right. That's let's see. So what time is it over there? I know for sure it's morning time. It's 9 o'clock here, so I would make a guess that it's maybe midday there. Because I think Tokyo is 12 hours ahead and Australia is right on that line, I think. So yeah, should be midday or something like that if I'm getting this right. 12, maybe 14 hours, somewhere in there. So good morning or good day, whichever. Yes, sir. Hey, I remember stuff. What's up? Checking out Topeka, Kansas. It's been a while. It has been a while. I apologize. Life, So I do enjoy doing this with y'all, chopping it up and stuff. Let's see. It's expensive in no bass shops. Dang. I feel like I need to raise this up because y'all looking at my nose and stuff, and that's kind of weird to me. So let me get y'all more in the that works a little bit better. Get me looking at my nose. That's strange. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a little bit more. Almost crank it just a tad. Yeah. Welcome to the bass corner. All right. Let's see. It's 12:30. Okay, so my guess was kind of right. Kelvin Reeves, what's going on, man? Patreon member. Appreciate it. He actually won a bass from me. I need to talk about that. I'm glad you popped in, Kelvin. So, about a month ago, almost, I introduced a Glary giveaway. Well, that giveaway is still on, but there has to be one change. And I think it's fair for me to do one for the next 3 months. So I'm going to do a giveaway every month on my Patreon. And I think a big name company is going to do a giveaway to the broad public. I'm not going to say who this big name company is, but it rhymes with, I don't want to give them a play. Skinder. So more on that in a second. When I get the particulars, then I'll relay it to you. And I think they sent me something to demo, but I have to check with them. I'm not sure. I think they're sending me something to demo for the giveaway to give to you because that's what it's going to be. Not the one they send me, but one that they'll send you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right. So, 12:45 p.m. All right. Good day, sir. Barbados. What's cracking? What's cracking? Let's see. All right. Let's see. That's how I feel being left-handed. Okay. I do pretty good buying from the internet. Okay. What's those shipping charges talking about though? That's what I want to know. Oh yeah, and Glary won't ship here. Sheesh, stay right there. That's crazy. But they send me ads every day. What about us lefties? I would if I could, but I can't because I ain't. I wish I could, but these bases are my current collection and stuff. So they were like, hey, how about you just give those bases away? And then we got new products coming out. We'll just send you that so you can just get back to your people. I was like, all right. So yeah. So that's the whole motive force behind the base giveaway to my Patreon and stuff like that. And the people that have been supporting me for months feel like they should get something. So there you go. If you want to be a part of the Patreon, I'll have the link in the description. You can join up or whatever. You can be a part of the giveaway that's going to be happening on the 30th of this month. So let's see. That works out to 6 days from now. So Saturday? Is it Saturday? Am I tripping? Yeah, Saturday. So yeah, giveaway announcement or giveaway live stream is going to be that Saturday. I'll reach out to the people, and the winner will be able to select one of three bases that I have and choose which one he wants or she wants. That's how I play it. And then the next time it'll be out of the two bases that are there, and then the last one is this is the base that's up. So there you go. So get in early, get in often. It's three different levels: 20, 10, and 5. Of course, more entries the higher up you go. So that's how I play it. But enough about that. Let's see. Let's see. Riesel, what's going on? Just bought a new bass, Fender Ultra 5. Okay. What'd you think about it? Let me know that. Is it good? Is it treating you right? Umed, yo, watching from Seattle. Appreciate you dropping in. It's 9:40 here or 9:42 here. So what time is it over there? Is it 2 hours behind? I think it's 2 hours behind. Maybe. Should be 2 hours behind. What about some left-handed strings? Yes. Umed, let me leave that there. Drop that like though. Correction. Drop that like though. So if y'all watching, 14 y'all in here, go ahead, give me a like. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. I don't really watch my streams to see. That's too vain. I'm already looking at myself, talk to myself on TV on like 4 different screens. It's like here, a little me over here, and then me on the camera. I'm not vain. I am, but not that vain. So let's see. It's $50 from Sweetwater, and I get free Amazon Prime shipping. Some eBay stuff ships free. Okay. Van Rock, what's happening, man? Regular drops in, says what's up. I think Vin's from Puerto Rico, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, hard hitting questions. Hard hitting questions. What's your worst gig experience? Uh, mm, the paperwork said that we were going to be inside the venue. There was going to be a back line that was going to be provided for us to play with, and we would have to only do a 30-minute set. So that works out to about 5 songs or so. Perfect. Get a set amount of money, about $150. Cool. I'll do that all the time. 30 minutes, $150. Cool. What ended up happening was the venue had a noise ordinance from the first band that was up there. It was a heavy metal band, and they didn't use the back line. They bought their own stuff, and everybody on stage had 4 speakers minimum. So 2 guitar players and 2 Marshall stacks, and then a 4x8. I think it was a TC Electronic. Uh, it was 2 4x10s stacked on top of each other with a RH 800 head. So 800 watts coming through. That they had the drummer with all the cymbals in Guitar Center on his set, on his rack, just hanging up there, just ridiculous. So the noise, the cops got called and stuff. So the gig ended up having to go outside for whatever reason, and we had to do our set on a stage outside because the building itself was shut down. It could have been a fire marshal. There was too many people in the building or something, so they set up the stage outside and then played to the backyard of whatever. And this was in the dead of summer, so this is like right now. So outside at about 3 o'clock, it was running hundreds, and I was not dressed for the occasion. I was dressed for air conditioned building. I sit in my corner. I sit on my 410s and my little what head was I running at the time? I built a 410 cab. out of a carving cab, and I subbed the speakers. And then the head that I was using was a EBS Raymar 750. So I set that bad boy on the side of me. I sit on my cab with the wheels, and I swing my feet and I play my funk, and it's on. I had to stand up because the stage got smaller, and I could no longer sit there because the piano player had to be there, and I had to move. My rig was behind the piano player, and I had to stand in front and stuff in the sun because the canopy stopped, or the sun was at an angle that it hit me full on and then covered the piano player. So then we had to play 5 extra songs because the people that they booked later canceled. Still got the same money though. It was horrible. So that's my worst experience. And wow, I play bass. So people just randomly hit me. Is this bass worth the money? Leave me alone. uh, from that day forward, when stuff doesn't feel right or stuff is not as though it's been written out in the contract, I walk away. I don't really care. That's not my. You should have had your ducks in a row. That's how I do it. So I don't. That was the first and only time I had an experience like that. Let's see. What do you guys all think of the new Meteor bass? I personally like mine. It I actually need to post a video from the gig that I actually took it on and stuff, but I gotta find the videos for it. It performed very well. Sounded really good in the mix, especially with the people I was playing with, and it's pretty stout. I enjoy it. I enjoy it. It's not one of my constant play bases because it's a 4 string. I'm more of a 5 string player because I'm lazy. But when the opportunity arises, it's one of the first 4 string basses I grab and stuff like that. If I'm doing a gig and it's a control gig, so yeah, got you. We are at 7:43 now. Okay, how long it takes to learn how to play bass? It depends on what you're trying to play and where your goal is. You can play bass within the first 10 minutes. You can learn a song in probably 5 minutes. So you call yourself a bass player in 5 minutes. Depends on what the song is. You know what I'm saying? In order to master the bass, that can take a lifetime. But you could play the bass very easily, in theory, when you don't put all the sprinkles and glitter on it. You're playing one note at a time. You're carrying the song. You're the skeleton of the body that is the music you're producing. But when you strip it all back, you're playing one note at a time. So you can play bass within 5 minutes, about as long as it takes to learn the song. But to master it, know everything about your instrument takes a lifetime. Probably gonna clip that because that's game. I'm gonna assume that's Bully. Bully, have you checked out Bite Bases yet? I have. I've actually reached out to him and tried to talk to him about what strings I need to pull to get one. Haven't heard anything back, so maybe in the future we'll see how life goes. Ben Rock, Detroit, Michigan. My bad. Let's see. Looking to buy my first 5 string bass. Which one would you recommend? Um, that depends on your budget. That also depends on what type of music you want to play. Also depends on what you like. I can't really recommend anything because I don't know you. So um, if you're on a tight budget and you want something that'll probably hold you for a while, just straight up, I check out Harley Benton. I'd also check out maybe some of the Fender Squire stuff. If it's under, just as a rule of thumb, if it's under $350, don't buy it as a Fender Squire. Chances are the quality won't be there. Chances are. There are some exceptions. The Vibe series is pretty good for the most part. The Paranormal, I can suggest that from Fender Squire. Um, but yeah, Harley Benton, Glary, they're out there. They have a nice second generation bass, very solid. Um, I actually have a video releasing tomorrow about Donner basses. Very nice bass. The groove that I did this morning was on that bass, and I forgot, like, if I was to put the unboxing of that bass, the mystery bass or whatever, first, then it wouldn't be a Sunday groove if I put the groove on Monday. You know what I'm saying? So I released the Sunday groove, like, man, whatever. But surprise for those that are watching, the 23 that are here, it's gonna be a Donner bass. It's gonna be nice. I also have to do I'll do another demo, like a good sound demo, and run through what it can do, throw it through some grooves and stuff like that with drums and stuff, and see how it goes. I hate TC Electronic. They're not bad. They're not bad. It's a pretty good company. I've had experience with them twice. Um, for what I needed, it wasn't strong enough. The packaging, the combo wasn't strong enough, so I ended up getting rid of it. But for the compact bass head, the 250 that they have, pretty solid, and you get tone prints. So I can't say anything bad about TC Electronic. Um, Hell, there was a point where I really wanted a whole setup of TC Electronic, just two 212s vertically stacked. I don't know why, just vertically stacked 12, so I could just be in a pocket of just a wall of bass, just bass speaker at every level, and then my Rebel head on top. I wanted that maybe 6 years ago, and then I found Galen Kruger, and I was like, I'll save my money and get this GK. Let's see. Hello from LA. What's happening? Which one you recommend? Which one do you recommend? Okay. 20 Sansamp bass driver DI pedal versus the Aguilar tone hammer. Ooh. Very good question, Sean. Very good question. I've played through both. I've owned one. The one that I owned was the Aguilar tone hammer. Only reason why I got rid of it is because I have an Aguilar head that's over there behind that cabinet there. It's down. It's on the ground. It's over here. So if I move you, it's right there. So I still got it. For the time, I was just kind of doing videos with the little guy, and I didn't want to disconnect it, so I just kind of moved it to the side and sat on my amp or sat on the speaker. But Life Church, whenever I played for them in Tulsa, they ran through a Sansamp bass driver DI pedal. So what I will say is, if you want a clear sound, if you want your bass to actually sound like your bass, get a Sansamp. If you like what Aguilar does, is like as far as tonal sounds, because they put their sound on their pedal, so you conform to what their sound is. That's great if you like what they do, that sound out of your amp. That's cool. But if you're a really simplistic person and you want just your bass sound, you like how your bass sounds in your interface, in your headphones, you probably don't want an Aguilar. So which one would I recommend? I would recommend the Sansamp over the Aguilar tone hammer. But that's just personally me, because I like to do all my manipulation and stuff like that on my bass, rather than have something color what I hear in my in ears and then I have to dial back certain things so I could sound more like what I think I should sound like in the mix and stuff. So I would recommend the Sans amp, but that is a great question. That's just my personal opinion as well. So grain of salt. Ugh. I once blanked out on stage and forgot how to play a song. It took me 15 seconds to remember the horrible feeling. Yeah. It took me 15 seconds to remember. Horrible feeling. Yeah. Uh I have a video on here and it's under lessons in fresh. It's a thing that we did outside at a gig. It was a pretty nice setup, you know what I'm saying? Uh, there's one song that I was jamming. I was there. Of course, I was probably blasted, but I was jamming. I was there. I called out the song, and it played a completely different song that had the same tempo. And it took me the first verse, the whole first verse, to realize, oh snap, that's not what that is. That's what this is. Did me a slide and came to what it was supposed to be. Kept on pushing. Never talked about it again. I do understand that feeling though. I do understand that feeling. I do understand that feeling. God, dog. You had one job and you fudge. It's that hurt. What's happening, Danny? Appreciate you dropping in. They look cool. They look cool. Bet. Shot Town. Appreciate you watching. Let's see. My first time playing with this band outside of the backyard barbecue. Only thing that can make this worse is if it was family. It's the only thing that can make this worse. It's a hell of a setup, though. Okay, when we started playing, bees came from nowhere. I looked down and two bees were on my fret hand fingers. Oh. Oh, you can't even like play that off. Oh, that's a bad time. I don't think there's bee repellent. How do you repel bees? Maybe smoke? Maybe smoke? Dang. Jerome, appreciate you dropping in. Thank you so much. What's the most challenging song you've learned in the shortest period of time? And what's your process to lock it in under your fingers? Okay, real quick, right? There's actually two that I didn't have any deadline or anything, but I wanted to record this video and put it out like fully under my finger and like do the cover song of it. And one of them was Sir Duke by Stevie Wonder, because there's a lot going on in that song. Okay. Don't disrespect it. It's a lot going on in that song. That's one. But and then the other one is Fine China by Chris Brown. Because the scales do stuff that I don't normally think about doing. So it took me a while to get it to where I understand where stuff is going. So that's it. And the best way that I could say it is to get it under my fingers. Don't try to run the whole thing. That's too much to run at one time because you're gonna mess up and then you're gonna have to start the heck over. So what you do is you take it and you break it up into sections, maybe 2 bars at a time or so, right? So like let's go with Sir Duke, right? So you have a part where it's do done. Run that, run that till you got it perfect. And then from there, take that piece from the beginning and then go to the got it locked in, right? Now you got that locked in under your fingers. So every time you run through it, you're actually further learning the beginning part of each before you move to the next. So it's just compound learning and it's over and over and over. And you just build until you got it. That's how I would attack the song. Or attack a song that's difficult that I really don't know. Let's see. What's your most expensive bass? It's probably Goldie, honestly. Because Goldie has more components on it and stuff like that. So Goldie is this bass right here, and it's my triple P bass. It's right there. Behind that will probably be the first iteration of my BTK5, and that's a Music Man and a P bass, P pickup there and stuff. Behind that is probably my Fender American twos. No, probably the Big L5, and the Fender American twos. Um, yeah, and then the Meteora. Yeah, and we'll just stop there. Then there's Chevelle, the Charvel, the Jackson. Those are both the same price range. And then going down, now you in the 600 range, and that's the Cyrus and stuff like that. And then Allen Eden is 4, and then got the Harley Benton that's over here. That was 120 something. Nope. Got the Music Man here and also there for like 350 something. But yeah, so most expensive bass is probably Goldie. It didn't cost me as much as it would cost a consumer because I got it built for me and then I promo it for everybody out there. It's my favorite bass, so it's on my channel the most. And every time I do it, I say who the bass is built by, and it's built by Archetype Guitars. You could probably pick it up for probably 23, 2400, but that's probably my most expensive bass. And then behind that is the BTK 5, the original, and that's probably coming in. That's to you at probably like 21 and stuff. So yeah, good question. Sire Bases, great company, great bases, roasted maple neckline, all that. I love it. I'm kind of sad that I didn't get in, like I didn't wait to get into my Sire situation because I have a Sire P7, but that P10 though, it's a good time. I got videos on my channel if y'all want to check it out. That P10, Lobster's P10. Hmm. Not Sonic promo. It's just a cup. Need another cup. Can't be doing promos out here in these streets. So yeah, let's see. Do you have a routine to warm up before you play? Yeah, I usually do. I usually run scales, or I chord a song, something to make my fingers stretch and contort strange different ways. So I'll just run a scale over and over, down, all the way up. Doesn't necessarily have to be a scale; it's just a pattern, just to get my fingers down to do that, and then just do it chromatically up, chromatically up. Get to a point, maybe 5 moves, and then go backwards, go backwards, go backwards. If you can't do that, take your hand, boom, 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 and actually press. That's going to build up this area here. So whenever you're playing the frets, you don't get tired. So the boom, 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 boom. Then you start skipping. That's kind of, I'll be doing that on my way there driving. So, hmm. Let's see. Yamaha has a lot of bang for the buck. Yeah, if you're a beginner, that's very true. Depends on what bass though, because they can be iffy depending on what bass you're talking about. Let's see. I like how light my TRBX, good bass, is for a 5 string. Most I find too bulky and heavy. That's fair. Most 5 strings, because of the extra string and added wood, they usually are heavy. And if they're not heavy, they probably neck dive. They probably dive like a submarine. That's kind of the nature of the beast. Is this clean? I don't know if this is clean or not. Oh well, Sonic, it is. Anyway, let's see. I am behind because I was chopping it up. Okay, let's go ahead. All right. Want to get your opinion on the 2022 Harley Benton line? Yes, dope. Very dope. Thought about getting one. Let's see. Thinking hard about picking up the JP45. Okay. After you man Lobster's demo video. Shortcomings, I don't know. I haven't played it. I've looked at it. I peeped the blue one as soon as it dropped. I was like, sign your boy up for that 5 string. It's fair. I did say it was my opinion. I'm just jumping back and forth between conversations with myself. It's crazy. Let's see. When talking protecting tone, what bass of the ones you have has the best articulation? Mm. Articulation. I don't own this bass. I don't own this bass. This isn't mine. But I recently got this close bass and the because it's humbuckers, right? And it's very simplistic humbuckers. They sound so crystal clear. Like go and watch my close video. The sound on it sounds so clear, and that's with no EQing at all. Like it's good. You know what I'm saying? So it's not mine. But if I had to choose one that has the best articulation from the basses I own, it's either going to be Goldie. It's over there. It's either going to be Goldie or it's going to be this Harley Benton right here because there's Porter pickups that are in it, and this is a passive bass as well. Porter pickups that are in it, and it does the piano key sound very well. Yeah. So I'll go with close basses as for a bass that I have in my possession right now. The passive Apollo bass, yes, and then under that Goldie, which is right there. Goldie. Ooh, then after that, my original BTK5 right there. Yeah. And I might actually put the BTK5 ahead of Goldie because it has ebony fingerboard and stainless steel frets. So I think it does go above Goldie then. Okay. Question: can a bass still have active circuitry without requiring a battery? No. There's a thing called active pickups and stuff, but I think those still require a battery. In order for it to be active, it has to be powered by something. Usually that's a pickup. So, in my experience, no. Perfect time to play Flight of the Bumblebees. Sir Duke is fired. What's going on, Austin? How you doing? Save the bees. Y'all hilarious, man. Okay. Learn things in chunks. I'm catching up. Let's see. I'm 9 minutes behind now. Okay. Same thing. I played with band 5 years. Last night, blanked out in the middle. Forgot what I was supposed to do. Came back a couple seconds. Yep. Nobody noticed but the band. Okay. What are you doing a reaction to the bass cover of Brandon Ross and Joshua Crawford video? I don't know what video you're talking about. Uh, this is to you, Jerome. Send me the link to that video on my Instagram. That link is in the description. I'd love to check it out. I haven't heard of it yet, so that's okay. Active pickups, passive require battery. EQ, passive also require battery. There you go. All right. What made you keep playing? I'm not sure. I should have been keeping up, man. I don't know how to answer this question. Explain. Sean, if you can, explain what you're talking about. Let's see, I wish Fender wasn't always fun. I do too. I do too. I don't know at what price point are you just playing for a name, and at what price point are you paying for quality? You know what I'm saying? So it's a shaded line, but they do make a dang good product, man. Like I've never said anything negative about them, except that they're a tad bit pricey, and that most engineers that I've ever worked for, session work and stuff, they basically require Fender P, Fender J. Just bring them both because you don't know which one they're gonna go with. But bring them and have changes of strings, flats and rounds. Do that because going to a music store and a crunch is a nightmare. So be prepared so you don't have to get prepared. Let's see. Let's see. I've been thinking of setting an endpoint for my collection. I'm curious if you have an endpoint in mind for yours. Yeah, I do. I only wanted six. I didn't know how this happened to me. This wasn't planned. This wasn't the game going into this. I love basses. Don't get me wrong, but at some point I can't play them all. You know, I can't play them all. I can't play them all. I got two guitars up here just so I don't add another two basses up there. You know what I'm saying? I had to go back to my closet and pick up this because stuff was getting stupid. So this is the reason why the Glary giveaway is happening because I got to get rid of it. I can't have it. I can't. If I'm not gonna play it, somebody should get it. Somebody should play it. Somebody should play it. So please join my Patreon. I'd love to give this to you. I'd love to give this to you. Have it. Let's see. What do you recommend to practice the pentatonic in all tones? And I'm assuming you mean modes of music. What do you recommend to practice the pentatonic in all the tones? I don't know. So if you know the pentatonic scale and you can run it up and down the neck, let's say you have a four string and you can run it down the neck, I would do uh, position one, run the pentatonic that way. After you get down to the bottom and you run it back up to the one, slide over to two, and then run two all the way down, and then end with that two. No, and then go all the way back to two, and then go to three. So if you want to practice specifically pentatonic, so you know where everything is and how the fretboard works with your bass or works in your mind, that's what I would go to. That's what I would do. Let's see. That sorry M2 five strings got to be one of the lightest five strings. It's up there. It actually I think it may be my lightest five string bass. I think so. It probably is true. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm thinking close second that I own that I don't have here is no, I don't have it here. Is the Jackson Spectra. It's pretty light too. But I think the Sire M5 actually takes it straight out of the box because it's very light. Have you ever cramped and locked up? Yes. And that's usually because of my diet. That's usually because of my diet. Hondo, what's cracking, man? Thank you for dropping in, man. Yeah, it's usually because of my diet. I'm missing some vitamin or something like that. So, or I'm not hydrated. That's usually what it is. It's not because of, joints or whatever. Stay hydrated. Take your multivitamin. We ain't getting no younger. Take care of yourself. That's the only body you got. And I'm there now. I have to get back on it Monday. So I'm enjoying my drink now. And then I gotta drink water. The water's down here. After I'm done with this, I got this. Let's see. Your thoughts on this bass, the Dave Elfson CBX5. I don't have any problems with it per se. I've also never played it. So I can't really give you a honest opinion on it because I haven't had the chance to actually put my fingers on it and stuff. Rick Rowley, what's happening? Appreciate you dropping in. Do you own any bass with the Sadowski drop-in preamp on a jazz bass? No, not at the moment. I did have a Sadowski that I need to send to them to get prepared. One of the leads on it messed up. I was trying to fit it into a compartment and it didn't work out. And I may have messed that thing up. So I have one and I wanted to use it, but I was me. And me happens. So and also Max Proud. What's happening? Yeah, drop it in saying what's up. Appreciate that. Let's see. Is a 5-string PJ the best bass ever? No. The best bass ever is a 3P bass. That's the best bass I own. Love it. Mm-hmm. What do you think of the Embassy by Epiphone? I haven't played it. I think Lobster has one with some drawbacks or whatever. We were supposed to do a build, an EMG build with it, and I'm letting the cat out the bag, but I don't know what he's going to do with it. And I still got this EMG stuff that I need to throw on something. So, yeah. I don't think I've ever played one. Let me actually look up what this bad boy looks like. If I had played one, it didn't strike me. Let's see. Phone. And let's see. It looks basically like my Gretsch. No, I don't want 10% off. Leave me alone. It's not bad. That's not a bad color either. Show y'all. How do I get over there? Let's see. Share screen. This is what Daniel's talking about. It's actually not bad. It's not bad looking. It's not bad looking at all. $500. Oh, drawback. Oh, second drawback. I don't like that. Don't like that. Mm-mm. No. Nope. They're tuners. I probably should have known it would be like this. That's their shape. They're tuners. I'm sketchy about that. Color is dope though. I kind of like this setup. It kind of looks like a Warwick. It's not much adjustability as far as intonation. That could be a problem. You only have a limited amount of space to move with. But this though, no, go to where I want you to go. I want this. I know you see me. I'm clicking on the body. Okay. This. No. 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 It's a great paint job. No. This? No. No. Mm-mm. I don't want it. I quit. Sign me up. I don't want it. Let me tell you why. I have sweaty hands. That's a painted neck. That's going to limit everything. And I only know that because I have an Epiphone goth bass hanging right here. And it's completely painted black. And it's like a matte black. And I used to love the idea of the Thunderbird. I used to. As recently as 2 years ago, I was like, oh, yeah. Then I bought it and I loved it for about 2 weeks. Then I took it on that gig and it was hot. No. Nope. Let's see. Good call on what to bring to a session. Read strings, strings and basses. So true. Yeah. Only one, only one to six basses too. Yeah. What was that? It was that. I had 17 basses and guitar. What's the problem? I didn't say it was a problem. I just didn't plan for this. It makes for a great backdrop. This looks cool. It looks fake. It looks like this isn't there. It is, but it looks like it's not there. And there are basses that aren't present and accounted for. So in the next spot, I'm gonna have to do 2 rows of basses, like a top row and then a bottom row of basses. I'm then officially Guitar Center. I don't know that I'm actually does sound pretty dope. 2 rows of basses. Hope my wife ain't watching this. Let's see. Bass mods, yes. Mhm. I want to buy one, but can't decide between Lakeland 5502 or bass mods. I'm sorry, Chris Volpini. I will go bass mods. That's just me. Christopher, what's happening? Appreciate you dropping in. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Vin. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. By the way, GBU. What's GBU? Mark Bass or Fender Rumble 500? Fender Rumble 500. 2 reasons. It's more cost efficient and the customer service. Let's let's just say everybody that I know that own a Mark Bass cabinet or combo and something went wrong with it, going through customer service in Italy is a nightmare. Me, I call up Sweetwater. Hey, this isn't working out. I will count on. That's what happened to this one over here. I had the Rumble 500, like the original Rumble 500. Paid like 600 for it or something like that. And then the next 2 weeks, 2 weeks later, Stage 800 came out for like 799. I was like, hey, Sweetwater, I still have the original shipping. Can I just trade this in and then upgrade to this one right here? And they were like, yeah, cool. Let's do that. So that's why I have that one and not the original Rumble. I got to do the demo on both of them though, so that works. That was pretty cool. MTD versus Fender. That's very loaded, and it's a good question, but it all depends on what you're trying to play and what you're going to do with the bass. Um, a lot of people can argue that MTD's boutique line is A1. They're around the same price point, so I feel like you'd win with either one, especially if you're going price per price, possibly. But if you're into boutique stuff and you want a bass with like more options than what's standard and what's given, and you don't want to pay custom shop prices, I would definitely say in this battle, MTD, not the lower line. We're going upper line, line to line, like Fender custom shop stuff, and then MTD stuff. And the only reason why I say that is because I haven't had much luck with the active circuitry of a Fender bass. Now their passive stuff is phenomenal. I have multiple iterations of that. I got 2 over there. But the active stuff they have, the setup of it, it's not really my go-to, with the exception of the Meteor. I like that one. It's mid-range heavy. It's very aggressive for how I play. That works. But like on a jazz bass with the active circuitry and stuff, I don't know. I haven't had that experience of a good time yet. So let's see. MTD versus Fender is like Ferrari versus Power Tools. Okay, Hondo, you can have that. Let's see. Ordered any bases from AliExpress or DH Gate? I recently got an unlimited copy from Ali, and I did a video on it. Okay. I didn't. I gotta check my notifications. I don't remember seeing that pop up. Do you like it? Was everything okay? Was there any problems in the shipping? These are the questions I need to know. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna assume you know my name is Bully. I'm gonna assume that it's on the screen. It's in my. You clicked on the video. You had to have seen it said Bully. Anyway, Bully always made me want to buy a new bass. The Epiphone ain't my speed. I can dig it. I'm about to mute you. You man. Okay. Let's see. Do you plan on getting a bass from Bass Mods? Getting a Bass Mods bass? No, I don't plan on it. But if it comes across my lap, yeah. If I didn't have the opportunity to work with all these companies and all that stuff, and I was just like looking for a bass to cultivate my sound, if I didn't have two signature basses, possibly, because me having a Shamrock Green bass with a ivory pick guard and golden Fatty 5 pickups, gold hardware, sparkle green Shamrock finish had never crossed my mind ever. That would be the setup I get though. Uh, mm, mm, mm. Probably go with the. Probably do the Aguilar OBP3. So on the electronic tip. Ooh, or Ardare be sweet in that thing. Anyway, let's see. No acoustic bass. What happens with what happens when the power go out? I don't play bass anymore, bro. Acoustic bass. You knew I don't like that. That's why you did that. Let's see. Let's see. I've been thinking of getting new pickups on the Sire V7 5-string. What brands do we recommend? You can always go with Seymour Duncan. I think Aguilar would fit with some modification. I've what's his name? There's a bass player that's on YouTube that's pretty popular. He swapped out the complete situation in there and went with all Aguilar. And his stuff sounds pretty dope. His bass sounds pretty good. I forget what his name is though. I was just watching him the other day. I forget what his name is. So I would say Seymour Duncan, EMG. Seymour Duncan and EMG. Go that route. That would be, and you can talk to the team there at EMG to see what would fit without any modification, or they can make a housing to fit what you got. Yeah, man. Can confirm customer service from Italian music companies is the worst. Dope. Sire versus Lakeland for gospel, by the way. Well, if you're going on a budget, I pick Sire because they're going to give you a very good quality instrument. If you want it to look dope or whatever, and you like humbuckers, you can go Lakeland, but you could easily pick up a Sire M2 5-string and destroy it. So, and that's only like $400, $450 if you want a case. So, you know, what's the cheapest upgrade you need to do to your bass? Kind of depends on the bass. Some would say pickups. I would probably say pickups first. If it's passive, pickups first. If it's active, now you got to think about what you're going to go with as far as an active electronics company. Can the battery fit into the cavity? Assuming it's a jazz bass. What provisions are you going to have to make for the battery compartment? So I would say pickups is probably the easiest thing to do. After that would be like maybe bridge or tuners, depending on what bass you have and what's available. But let's say pickups will probably be the easiest one to do first. P bass is on 2 wires. Jazz bass is 4 wires. Yeah. What's going on? Max Proud. Rumbling's in the house. What's happening, Rumble? Y'all dropped that deep. What time is it? 10 o'clock? Y'all rocking with me like this? That's dope, man. Let's see. Hey, bro, Rumble 500 or Ampeg Rocket 500? Very interesting. I personally am not an Ampeg fan because of how they sound. However, I did get to play on a Rocket bass, and it wasn't a like okay. So there was a question a little bit earlier where it's like Sans Amp versus Aguilar, right? The Sans Amp I feel like doesn't color your tone, and the Aguilar does a Aguilar thing to your bass tone. Same thing with Ampeg, and like they have a tone, like they have a thick mid-range thing they do to their amplification circuitry. Like it does it. You can dial it out, but inherently straight up and down, bass, middle, treble, 12 o'clock, it's gonna do a mid-range Ampeg low mid thing. It's gonna do the thing, and I'm not a fan of the thing. So I'm gonna say Rumble 500. That's just me. That's me though. Don't play it for yourself, and then you decide. I told you about it, so maybe you'll hear it if you play them side by side. But I say Rumble 500. It's not paid advertisement. It's just I have it. I have a thing telling you about the thing. I'm just a nobody trying to tell somebody. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's see. I think the I and you are just too close for no to get bully over Billy. And let's see, you talking about low and lofts? I don't know what you're talking about. The bass itself is pretty impressively built. Okay, hardware was fine. Had to change the pickups, of course, and put in a preamp. That's your thing. I don't fault you. Wilkinson pickups and a Tone Monster preamp. I have not had any successful situation with Tone Monster preamps. I put in one in an Ivy bass that my brother-in-law has now, and I was like, this is trash. I didn't like anything, so maybe I got the wrong one. If you could tell me, send me a link if you can to what preamp you put in so I could take a look at it. Because if it sounds good and it's inexpensive, I'm down to give it a go. But the one I got, I was like, this is crap. And I took it out and I put it back past it. Yeah, auto corrects the Billy every time as well. Okay. Yeah, man, y'all talking to each other. That's fire. Let's see. Rumble 500 works with 210, works, sounds splendid, dope, even. Let me say this again like a connoisseur. The Rumble 500 with the 210 works and sounds splendid, dope, even. Hey, Annie, what? Everybody's in the house, bro. This is dope. This is dope. You know what? I wasn't gonna do this. Everybody's in the house. We got 36 cats in here. I've been on for an hour. Y'all want to do an unboxing? Do y'all want to do an unboxing right now? Let me know. Everybody's in the house. This is crazy. Everybody's in the house. Man, Eddie, gang's all here. Only person that ain't here is Lobster. All right. See what we got going. What we got going. Hey, Eddie, Roman, what's up? Chilling, watching Bill. Everybody check. Bully. Bully. Me too. Yeah, man. Nice. Okay. Let's get to it. So I have a MIM Jazz or Made in Mexico Jazz Bass 5 Deluxe 2016. Okay. It has noiseless pickups. Nice. From Fender. Any recommendations for a friend? EMG. If you want to keep your noiseless situation going on, EMG. Check them out. You know what I'm saying? Uh, that would be my first recommendation. As far as the noiseless thing goes, I probably run you about 100 and probably 160 something, 170 something, or whatever. Um, I'm trying to think as far as noiseless goes. I don't think I can't think of anybody else that just has noiseless pickups like that. And the noiseless MGs I have experience with because they're in my Charvel that's right there. So that was very nice. You know what I'm saying? So I would say just off dome without doing any research or looking into what companies are out there that can do it. EMG, and that's not paid. That's just me talking because I have the products doing the thing. I have two of them. I got the Sire M2 that's right there with the humbuckers or whatever, and then the Charvel is the jazz bass version, and they're both noiseless. So yes, to unboxing. Okay. Are you looking to do any reviews of unique basses like RKS or Conklin? Sure. I gotta reach out. Yes. Why not? Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do what you feel. Okay. Real talk. The Sire P5 been killing. Just saying. Eddie's the reason why I even got the doggone bass to begin with. Like I wasn't gonna get it, and then he picked up that blonde P5, and I was like, let me get that antique white one. So yeah, Sonic pickups make awesome noiseless. Jay said, I think he has a five though, and I haven't heard of Sonic pickups, but do they have 5 string variations of it? Let's see. And it's only like, let's see. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, y'all not into it. It's cool. I'll just save it for actual video. We bought my grandson a short scale Ibanez for his first band about a year ago. Already giving us problems. Trying the Gretsch Jet next. Uh, okay. Here's what I say to you. First and foremost, the Gretsch Junior Jet 2 bass is a very good bass. Very good short scale bass. It is not humbucking. It's advertised as humbucking. It's not humbucking. They're single coil pickups, but they're in a humbucking case or whatever. But taking that aside, if they would have advertised it as single coil pickups, still a great bass. I have one. It's right here. It's great bass. Great bass. It's not as advertised, but it's a great bass. You know what I'm saying? I like it. It's compact. You can travel with it. Very small. It's cutie. Yeah. It's a good time. Great bass. So I wish you much success in your next bass endeavors. And I'm sorry that the Ibanez didn't work out. Okay, Sonic can make a custom set. Dope. Howard Sterling Music Man basses. They're phenomenal. If that's the sound that you're looking for, they're very niche in how they fit in with what type of music you can play. If you're trying to play Motown stuff, you probably shouldn't get a Sterling Music Man. Probably. You probably shouldn't. You probably could do it with some flats and stuff, but why would you want to put flats on a Music Man? Actually, that may be an idea. Put some flats on a Music Man, see what it sounds like. Not a bad idea. Are you gonna? Nickel or stainless steel? Discuss. I choose nickel. Stainless steel string noise travels a lot more. It's more noticeable to me. But on one of my basses, I only play stainless steel. Like my BTK5, I only put stainless steel strings on that because it has stainless steel frets and the sound clarity is just there. It sounds piano clear. So I only put stainless on that bass. And the frets are stainless, so it'll never wear out. So it's a good time. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Nickel is what I'm more comfortable with. It's more for me. It's more widely obtainable, and they're usually bright. They don't last as long as stainless steels as far as brightness goes, but they fit the book. They fit the bill for about 2 months, depending on how often you play or how sweaty your hands are. So the Milli Vanilli of bases. Okay. Hashtag Humbucker Gay. Does anyone here, okay, including me, warm up before playing? Any good warm up tips? I said that a little bit earlier in the video. I usually do like a specific chromatic walk up. I hold my finger down on the notes as I play them and only move them as I'm going to the next note. So let's give you an example. Pull this bad boy out. I'll play. Oh, it's been a while. It's been a while. You can do it fast or you can just run the scales. Do that. Faster and faster and faster until you mess up. Let's see. Do you like Diodario NYXL strings? I've only played them once and they didn't really do too much, you know what I'm saying, for me. At that time, I was only playing Ernie Ball Slinkies, which was horrible. Then I switched to Dunlops, and then that was kind of my go-to. Dunlops was my go-to for a while, and then I found Elixir. Those were expensive. So I bought one pair and only played that bass specifically. And then I went back to Dunlop Super Brights because Marcus Miller came out with a set. And then I met up with MJC. And then that's all I've been playing. And now I'm with SIT strings. And they are doing it. All of my basses are strung with SIT strings now. All of them. So, you know what I'm saying? Yes. Yo, my bad for being like, it's all good, man. You know what I'm saying? This time. Appreciate you dropping in. Hope the stream keeps going on for some more. I'm in the process of debating whether or not I want to do this unboxing. But I got boxes. You know what I'm saying? Got a video that I did an unboxing of last week. That's going to come out tomorrow and stuff. And how many bases do I have in? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 that I haven't got yet. Sheesh. Yeah. So it's gonna be fun for a few weeks. It's gonna be fun. Dude, let me see your modded Sterlings, please. Okay. All right. Stay still, girl. Stay still. All right. So this is my 5. They're both modded the same way, with the exception of the bridge. So on this one, went with Audaire preamp. Okay. They're modded the same way, just the inverse. So I have chrome on the 4 string that's over there on the top one, and then the concentric knob section is um, black over there, and then this is the inverse where it's chrome there and then black up top, obviously because I'm showing you. And actually got these knobs from EMG, so that's a thing. The pickup is Aguilar. Pickup is Aguilar over there. Stock. This pickup does not fit this bass. In order to make this pickup work, you have to change out the bridge. You have to change out the bridge to make this pickup work. To make it line up and look right, or line up for the most part, you got to change out the bridge. It's a little bit iffy over here. It's a little bit iffy, but it's still over the pole pieces pretty much. And this is a 19 millimeter spacing bridge that I got off of eBay for like $12. This is an Audaire preamp. It's a volume, high, mid, low, mid, treble, and bass configuration. And this is from Audaire. I think this will run maybe 119, 120 or so. And then you have your own knobs, or you can buy the knobs from them, and it's a little bit of an upcharge. This is stock, so it's nothing to talk about there. And then, yeah, everything else is stock 9-volt system. It's a very good go-to bass. If you're doing a whole bunch of 70s type stuff, like maybe some James Brown type joint, or maybe Sly and Family Stone type of deal. So yeah, this is the Blue Girl. This is the Blue Girl. And my 4-string over there is modded the same way, just a 4-string version. All right, lady. Go ahead and go back home. Go ahead and go back home. All right. Good girl. All right. Now y'all play nice. Play nice. Okay. So yeah. There you go. Never truly seen all your bases at once. I've never truly seen all my bases at once, if we can be completely honest with you. You know what I'm saying? But right now, you can check it out. It's a bass right there as well. I think that's the Harley Benton. I think. I have a friend that I lent my Sire V7 to. So he's playing on that bad boy right now. Testing it out, seeing if he likes it. I probably go collect that from him very soon. After I get rid of the glares, I'm gonna go let me get that back. And yeah, there's fun to be had in the closet over there. Fun to be had that I've yet to have fun with yet. Just got back from Alabama, so I haven't really settled in. It got to the recording. I was kind of chilling today and stuff. So yeah. Go ahead and unbox on the live for the one time. I did that like 2 weeks ago. I did close bases. And I think this next unboxing is gonna have to be special. I think this next one is gonna have to be special, but I'll give you a hint though. I had to stop just in case it wanted to be the thumbnail for this video. So I gotta unbox that and then do that video, and that'll be the video for next week coming up. So yeah. Oh God, what's the most versatile bass that you played that you can recommend? I played in a church environment. Other like jazz, R&B, and fusion. You can probably check out the Sire M2. Sire M2, or Versatile bass. Sorry, M2. You can also go V3. That's gonna be the same price range roundabout. Uh, and I'm thinking in terms of 5 strings. That's a side V3, by the way. Um, you go Sterling Music Man double humbucker. That'll tide you over through a lot of different situations and stuff like that. It gives you some options. Um, and these are relatively around the same price point, right around that 400, 500 range. So if I could suggest anything, it would be that. But I don't know what your budget is and stuff. So appreciate it. I want to Aguilar DCB on my Red 34. Okay. The bridge looks nice though. Appreciate it. It's from eBay. It's pretty cheap, about 16, 17 bucks. What up, dude? At the jam this week. So Shocky is in the building. It was insane. Yep. It's true. Oh man, I dream of having a collection. There's nothing wrong with having 2 basses. I didn't plan on this. I didn't plan on any of this. I didn't plan on this. I didn't plan on you. 37 cats in here watching me talk to myself. I didn't plan on any of this. This is all, we're figuring this joint out together. Okay. 37, 38 people in here watching me talk to me. It's crazy. I got somebody on Twitch watching me right now. What? It's ridiculous. Let's see. Will you ever do an instrument collection video? It's not a bad idea. I wouldn't know how to go about doing it. And that sounds like it would be a long video. But maybe if I did one where I just talked about it rather than play them on, because I get lost in playing them. So I can't play them because that video would be like an hour. And I don't want to do that for an hour. How often do you maintain your bass? Thanks. That's a lot. Um, for my purposes, I have a pretty controlled environment, so they don't really warp ever. I'm not like bringing them out and changing climates, and it's not no drastic change, like per se. So whenever I pull them down, I immediately go through the checklist. Okay, how you feel? Do you get adjusted, or you is it humidity or whatever? What's going on? So it just depends on which one I want to pull down. So I can't really say that I have a schedule of how I maintain my basses, but it's kind of like which one do I feel like playing? Okay, let's get you ready for the show type deal. And then I get them ready for the show. Or if the maintenance bill is too much or I don't have the time to go through it, I just pick something up. It's kind of the beauty of having options. It's also the curse of having options. For one, I don't know what I want to play. And then for two, swapping strings on all these bad boys gets expensive. So it's a headache that you don't have to have. Then you got to have a way to put them somewhere. Think about the cases that I have to have. Think about moving from Tulsa to where I am now and transporting all of these aside from my house. It's a headache that you don't want that. You don't want that headache. I don't want that headache. I want these. I don't want that headache though. So it's the cross I bear, I guess. Uh, what's the Donner bass like? I've never heard of it. I've had 2 in my life. One of them I gave to a friend who had his bass stolen. Like I kind of did it under the, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of like it just disappeared from the wall. But I liked it. It's a very solid bass. It puts me in the mind of a Harley Benton. It's very solid. It does what it does, and it, you know what I'm saying? They only do one style. It's just P bass. It's just P bass that they do, and it's a solid representation. It's solid. I think you can pick one up on Amazon for 169, and it comes with like a case and a strap and the cord and the pick, you know, Allen keys, the regular to get you started. So, and they sell amps. So you can get a whole situation for like 170, 180, little small amp or whatever. Uh, but yeah, so that they actually are pretty solid just for the price, especially for the price. But they put me in the mind of a Harley Benton bass. So I want a caveman like that with all my. Oh, I want a cave like that with all my bases in the room. That'd be dope. I mean, it's cool. I totally can't wait for a collection. You know, it keeps Dr. or Ernie Ball. Dr. Um, Don's a very similar quality glare. That's not true. They come with a better gig bag from what I've seen. That they are slightly better quality control. That better quality control. Don't compare it to a glare because they're not that. Don't listen to this. Dana Dane. No, no. I have three glares. I've had this bass twice. That bass don't feel like a glare bass. Is there a person that you hope to play with again and a person that you will never play with again? There are a lot of people that I won't play with again simply because I moved. And there are a few people that I would love to play with again, but I can't because I moved. Um, there are way too many people I wish I could play with. That'd be great to like, the people that are out there like, 65 drums or Samus, you know what I'm saying? Or Rabia or oh, what's his name from Andertons? His guitar, the captain. Love to play with him, Chappers, you know what I'm saying? I love to play, that whole Andertons crew. Like they're all monsters and they just demo products. They just happen. Danish Pete, that was his name. Yeah, that's lead guitar players and I play bass and stuff. Or drums. I don't really care. Pocket Queen. I would love to play with Pocket Queen. That'd be dope. It'd be fun. Joshua Crawford. It'd be cool. You know what I'm saying? Heck, if I play drums, I'd love to play with any of y'all because y'all chilling with me. So there's that. Let's see. I had a first generation V10. Wasn't bad. Low end wasn't the greatest. Okay. Thank you for answering my weird question. No problem. You're the heck good. No, I'm not. Oh man, thank you. Appreciate it. And how wouldn't be bad to be honest. No. Marcus Miller M2 is available online or not anymore. I think you can still get one from different vendors. I would definitely check. If you can't, worst case scenario, go check Tome and Music. I know for sure I've seen them there. And you just have to worry about shipping, depending on where you are. I play Ibanez SR500 bases. Nice series line. Nice small neck profile. Have you ever played one? Yeah, I used to own a 506. I think I have that bass in some earlier videos on the channel. Uh, got rid of it stupidly. I could have just waited a week and a half and bought that V7, but I traded it in. Why? I have no idea. And got my Marcus Miller V7. I don't know why I did it. I lost money on the deal. I should have just kept it and then bought the new one. I wasn't thinking about it then. Now we need a bass collection video. Y'all are hilarious, man. Thank you, Floyd. I appreciate it. You all's coming twist. See, if you don't change round ones, they eventually become semi-flat rounds. At least that's what I tell myself. That's one way to look at it, I guess. Which you prefer for gospel, a Sterling Ray 5HH or a Sire V3? For gospel, hmm, I'm gonna say Sterling Ray 5HH because of the hum canceling capability. V3 is gonna hum. It's a single coil setup. So if you wanted solo, And then again, you may not ever solo. You may just be between both pickups, so you have all that tonal capability with the preamp. But assuming you want to play different tones for different songs, and that's the type of person you are, the Ray 5 will probably be the ticket, probably. But if you don't really care about that, you just want to play the song and then you'll boost mid whatever you needed. Sire V3. So I guess I'd go Sire V3. I guess. Now, if you would have said Sire M2 versus the V3, M2, get out of here. Oh, that was this question right here. Thanks for the Donner info. Bradley Willis, thank you for the question. Appreciate it. That was pretty good. Thanks for the Donner info. No problem. What brands of basses do you feel don't get as much recognition as they probably should? Perhaps brands that used to be more popular but aren't seen as much these days. Aren't as popular. That's hard to say because it's weird because I could say OLP, but OLP is basically Sterling by Music Man, kinda. Uh, that aren't around today. Alan Eden. They recently came under fire, and they don't really do basses or anything like that anymore. They kind of faded to black. Um, but yeah, I have an Alan Eden. It's over there. It's the green one. It's a great bass, and it was $400, and it came with a hard shell case. $400, seafoam green, active bass, two like treble bass blend volume. Came with a hard shell case. Videos on my channel somewhere. You can definitely go Bullet Kid Alan Eden Disciple 5. That pull it up and you hear exactly how it sounded. Yes, man. Yeah. It's way better now, but it was good coming out the box. $400 with a hard shell case. Crazy. Got it off Reverb. I need to check Reverb, see if they still got some stuff. Honestly. But yeah, that. Let's go with that. That's gonna be my choice. That's gonna be my answer. Let's see. What are the differences you notice between Donner and Glary? Do you have a preference? Donner is what I say. Glary has a bigger neck on it. It's a chunkier neck. It's not a problem for me, but for every other player that I've ever given the bass to, they say it's weird because even a jazz bass feels like a P bass. And that's a strange thing if you're expecting one feel versus another. The Donner basses are more of a satin neck, and they only make P basses. But even still, the Donner's neck isn't as thick as the Glary's neck. The bass itself is more substantial. The body of it is actually a little bit heavier, so it doesn't dive as quickly as a Glary does. The first gens that I had were like $75, and they kind of feel it. But for the price, and you getting into the game, and you would just want to learn, it's a great instrument. But if you're trying to play and you're trying to gig, that's not something that you can depend on. I feel like because as soon as you bring it there, it's not going to do something. You're going to want to upgrade it, and that defeats the purpose of you buying a bass. Now, in the end, you'll probably spend less, assuming you can do the work yourself. But most people can't do the work themselves. So then you buy the equipment. So let's say you have a Glary jazz bass, right? You buy the pickups, you buy the preamp. Okay, pickups will run you 150. Let's just say your preamps run you 150 well, and then you can just kind of balance it out. Now you're you're 300 in the hole plus the $75 of the bass. You might as well have just bought an Allen Eden bass for $400 and then had that, plus it would have been better build quality. You know what I'm saying? So why would you put all these heavy components into a cheaper bass? Now the Donner, it is what it is. It sounds great out of the box exactly like it is. There's nothing I want to do to that bass. Sounds good exactly how it is. I did a video of the sound comparison earlier today. Another one is when you pay the money for the bass, Glary, there are kind of some inexpensive components that can wear out over time, like pots that just collect dust and you don't know why because it hasn't moved for the past 2 months. So you turn it on, you plug it up, and then it's just crackling all over the place. That's the thing that I've run into. Now, is it still a good bass if you're starting out? Yes. But the more season you get into the game, the more you're gonna want to upgrade it. You know what I'm saying? And it does. You can't really sell it because it's a cheaper bass. So what do? So that's my 2 cents. Since you asked, have you ever had to have to save a session or gig? If so, how? Yes, I have had to save a session or gig. How it happened was, um, the drummer got blasted. Like he drank way too much. We had like a 20-minute break in between, and then everybody in the bar was just buying shots. I was smart enough to take my 2 shots and move to the end of the bar, leave me alone, fade to black. Drummer, party animal, he's 7 shots in. Now we got to play um, Hot for Teacher, and that's all drums at the very beginning. He started it, tried to do the gallop thing with the double foot pedal. I was like, oh, doggone it. So I told the keyboard player to take over my bass part. So he swapped his left hand to bass, and I was just like, hey, man, let's go and get you some water, man. So I just kind of ran in there, did the best I can, had to, because it was going to be a train wreck. It was going to be a train wreck. So, yeah. And that's a gig. That was at a club that we had never been to. It was bad. Are BBC cabs worth the price? I'm assuming that's worth. Have my eye on a Matrix 21015. Yes, I've had my cabinet for, it's over here. It's back here, down there. I've had my 1015 for going on 5 years now. And whenever I was gigging, that gig that I just told you about, it was that and a Fender Rumble 500 head. And they kept telling me, hey man, you blasting everybody off the stage. So I would say yes, it is worth the money. But the drawback, and I don't know if they fixed it, is uh, because of how I play and how I slap and the type of music I play or like to play. I was chasing a hi-fi modern bass sound, and that's scoot mids, and I was popping tweeters, or I popped 2 tweeters. So I blew out one, and then I was like, "Hey, I blew out this tweeter," and they were like, "Okay," they sent me another one, and then I played on it for a little while, and then it started to sound like an Ampeg cab, and I was like, "I don't like this." Crank up the treble on my amp, still sounded like that. My tweeter's gone, so I just bought like 3 tweeters off of Amazon, super tweeters off Amazon, and as they blow, they were like $8 each. As they blow, just put another one in. Just put it over there. So, but it is in my mind, it is worth the money. But at the time when I got mine was $7.99 for my 1015. So, um, I don't know how much they cost now. So my purchase, I'm not doubting my purchase. I like mine. I'm never gonna get rid of it. La, 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 la. PJ versus jazz bass. PJ. That's just me. I like P pickups. You get 2 different basses in one bass, and in one of those you don't get noise. The other one you do, but if you play them together, you don't. So I say PJ for diversity. Let's see. FGN or Fujigen, Fujigen, I think, is dope. I believe they made the Fender MIJ. Maybe. I don't know that. I know they used to make basses for Ibanez though. I know that for sure. Okay, just my 2 cents by Burns don't get enough attention. Really digging the Area Pro 2 right now. Never played it, but that's cool. I've seen the copy of it from Harley Benton, which is what Lobster said. I haven't had the chance to play it yet, but that's dope. Fuji Kid makes a lot of stuff. Am I behind? Where am I at? 11. Yeah, I'm behind. Let's see. Petition for Bully to make a roasted maple neck mod on bass. How am I gonna do that? I don't have anything to do that. You can petition. I'm not gonna do it. I have a heartfelt TR 5 fretless with a composite neck. It was a joint project between Fender and Hutchinson. Cool. Anything that doesn't sell now just gets absorbed is a hard question to answer. Okay. Motivation. I bought a Jackson X Series. Okay. Dope. BTB 1935 versus EHB 1265. Pick your weapon. I'll play your game. I'll play your game. Give me 1 second. Share screen. Yep. Now, let's get this foolishness out of here. You said, what was it you said? BTB 1935. You also said EHB, I think, 1265. Sure. Ooh, God dang it. Wait, no, you said 1265. Okay, 1265. Nope. Nope. Ooh, okay, here we go. I had the 6. And then we looking at this one. Oh, does it have Aguilar pickup standard? Oh, that's gotta win. That's gotta win. It has Aguilar pickup standard? Oh, come on, man. Oh, that's sexy. I like it. Ugh. Yeah. Oh, that's sexy though. It's Bartolini standard. Let's get out of here. What you retailing for? 15. Sweetwater. What you talking about? You going? Okay. All right. All right. So this is the fight right now. This is the fight right now. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Get out of here. This one. Yeah. Yeah. BTB. That's what I picked. Okay. Okay. I answered it. Oh, no, I didn't. Detective Weebish, I feel like you got it out for me. Hold on, man. I feel myself wanting things I don't have. So I'm going to go BTB on that one too. So yeah. Bought a Jackson. Okay. I don't have any thoughts on it because I haven't played that particular bass. The only bass that I have played is my Jackson Spectra 5. So I can't speak on it right now. So I don't know. Best strings for a deep, rich gospel sound. I don't know what that means. When I think of gospel, I think of bright stuff. Um, you can go labella deep talking, round wounds, or low beams, DR low beams. You can do that if you're into deeper tone, thicker gauge, I guess. Let's see. Truly appreciate the feedback on Glary GP2 and the GP1. They're okay. Playing for about 2 years, saving my dream bass. I always learn something new from the channel. Thanks again. No problem. you, I didn't do nothing to you, man. All I did was just hang out with y'all for about an hour and 40 something minutes, and this is what you do to you, boy. I don't even know you, man. Why you do this to you, man? You know what I'm saying? Watch me squirm. Whatever. I learned so much about basses I've never heard of jumping into these bass hangs. Dope. Appreciate you being here. We'll be wrapping this up. Don't want to be on here longer than 2 hours. Let's see. Opinion only. The BTB is better bass, but the EHB looks better. Okay. For that particular matchup, the only thing that swung my vote is the Aguilar pickups standard. Like, it's Aguilar versus Bartolini. And you can put whatever flavor you want on it, your personal preference as far as tonality and options. But looking at the options on that bass and then looking at the EHB, that's a clear winner as far as options and functionality goes. And it has Aguilar pickups. Now, I don't know if it's top of the line Aguilar pickups or whatever, but they Aggies. Yeah. But I'm into modern tone. I like hi-fi sound. That's just my personal. So, what else? BTB is a big bass. 35 scale too? Man, get out of here, bro. The company's naming their instruments. Yeah. It's pretty cool show. How often does this happen? I try to do it every Sunday if life can allow it. Sometimes my wife works. Sometimes she doesn't. Sometimes the kids don't want to go to sleep. But I'm trying to do this every Sunday at 9 o'clock. And I try usually not to go longer than an hour and a half. But conversation been dope. So, kind of hanging out a little bit longer. I ain't got nothing to do tonight. Glad to see you doing well, playing bass. Absolutely. Company's name in the issues. Fender names. Precision bass. Because it's the first bass of frets. Gibson names a guitar after one well decided. Amadeus aggressively slams keyboard. Have you played the Glary on a gig? Yes. I've played both of my P basses on a gig. I have the second generation and the first generation. The first generation worked out really well because it was a really sketchy club and it's a $75 bass. So if something happened, all right. And I was playing in a marked bass cabinet. It was a recipe for disaster. But when I was grooving, when I first got it, I was like, this is perfect. It's blue and don't cost much. Sounds okay. I'm gonna be playing next to horns, a keyboard, and a freaking crazy drummer anyway. So long as I can fit in pocket, just turn my high mid up, turn my low mid up, turn my bass up, turn my treble down, then turn the tone down on my bass, and I'm just thumping, just riding, grooving. So yeah, went pretty good every time I played it. It's just I got options, and then I got tired of what I'm saying, not have to go to my amp and turn stuff. I wanted to be able to do it on the fly on my bass. So yeah, need the EHB for weight, bad neck and back. Okay, got a rate 35 coming tomorrow. Word is going to be a boat anchor. It is. Oh man. Well, you hate to see it happen. It's gonna be heavy, baby. It's gonna be heavy. You can change out some stuff on it, like the tuners to lightweight tuners would be one of the first things I suggest. Also, maybe a lighter bridge. Yeah, man, you got to. Yeah, I'm sorry. You. That's yeah. That's gonna be heavy. Just gonna tell you that now. Cool, man. Thanks. All right. What bass has the most dust on it? What bass has the most dust on it? Not cool. If I had to guess, I'd say this one. And it actually does. It's actually. Oh, let's get it in there. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's actually that's not shine. That's legitimate. Now, this is what's crazy. This is a dope bass. It's just I got too many options. So this bass has been with me about the longest on the channel. All their pickups, fatty pickups in it, all their preamp. You know what I'm saying? has the has Black Beauties on it as a string. But yeah, this bass has been with me for about probably 5 years now, and I built this. This is one of my first builds, so yeah. Okay. Do you remember your first bass? Yeah, first bass is right there. That's what started it off. That's what started my career. Oh, it's probably why I like P basses so much. I'm a head out, man. It's getting late. Great stream. Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Sorry for tuning in late. It's all good. You wanted me to hang around, so got to hang around with you. Can't wait for the new unboxing. That's going to be happening on Thursday. I'll probably film it Wednesday, edit it, drop it on Thursday. Maybe do it tomorrow. I'll probably do it tomorrow at lunch. Do the unboxing, drop it on Thursday. So be looking for it on Thursday. Oh, shoot. Do you still own an SX bass or no? Yeah, that one. And actually, Pinky, too. Pinky's an SX bass, too. So I got two of them there. Yeah. Is there any more? Yeah, I don't have any more. So, yeah. And who is your... I feel like you're new here, so I'm not going to be mean. It's Boosie Collins. I personally like heavy basses, though. Okay. The SX lives. Even looks good at Dusty. Get that Fender Swift. Oh, God. Do you have the patience to teach bass? If so, who was your last student? Have a good night, bro. I do have the patience to teach bass. It's a matter of me connecting with the person and stuff like that. And I'm very selective who I give my energy to, you know, because if you learn something that I love, I'm gonna treat you with the same respect you treat this thing I love to do. And if you're not into it, I'm not gonna put my energy, like my energy. I'm excited about playing. I'm excited about music. So if you don't reciprocate that, it's a harder vetting process. I have to already see you getting down or trying to get down, and then I'll sew into you. I'll sew into you. It's not a hey, you play bass nice, can you teach me type of deal. I'm like, no, I don't really do lessons like that. So yeah, great question. And have a great night, Max. Appreciate you dropping in. Will the battery drain if left in a preamp position? In the preamp position, the switch. Yes, it does trickle out over time, but it usually takes a while for that to happen. And yeah, unless you have a kill switch where you can disconnect from the whole thing, then yeah, then it works out pretty good. Assuming you remember to turn the kill switch on when you're not plugged in. When changing your pickup preamp, was it hard for you to learn how to do, or it's figured it out pretty easy? I figured it out pretty easy because I watched YouTube videos on how to solder, and I bought the soldering station off Amazon for about $40. Bought the solder, bought the little thing to clean the tip of the actual uh, iron, and just practiced. I just got the solder and then got a piece of metal or whatever, just or like a pickup cover, and then put like some copper shield, like copper tape on it, and just practice taking a wire, soldering it down, cutting it, stripping it, taking it, putting it down on there, soldering it down, jumping, 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 jumping. Same wire, just cutting it, cutting it, cutting it, then stripping it, practice stripping, and then boom, just practice, practice, practice. And once I got that down, the first thing I did was a P bass, and I was like, okay, let's do it. I took the thing off. I've seen what was plugged up, and then I had the Seymour Duncan quarter pounders. I was like, cool, 2 wires. Well, I can do this. Take it off, take it off. Hot wire, put that in there. Black wire on the case. Plug it in, turn it on, hit a string. I'm done. All that for this? So yeah, it was pretty easy. So don't stun it. So yeah. Let's see. Driving to Portland on Thursday to pick up a guitar. Dope. It'll be the second I add to the collection. Congrats. Congratulations. How does SX compare to Glary or Donner? SX used to be the jam. SX was the cheap company back when like I first started my channel. Like they were the deal. That bass, that one right there cost me $149. It's like standard. And I upgraded it, but it cost me to my door, ash body, maple neck, perloid inlays, $149. This pink bass that's here, that's right here, right there, $99. But I bought it in parts. So the neck was like 49, then the body was like 50. And then I had bridges and like machine tuning pegs. I had those laying around because I swapped some stuff out. So, you know. But yeah. I think they still have stuff out there. So check out rondomusic.com if you care to. Before I go, 14 bases now, and I'm done. Okay. Man, I definitely take some bases. Well, thank you. Love bass. Dope. I need to go. This is too good. Dope. I want to make music with you with EPC. How can we go about that? I don't know. Hit me on Instagram. We'll talk about it. But I'm gonna end this with that beautiful ending. Thank you, man. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all dropping in. Wanted to do an unboxing, but I guess we'll have to wait till Thursday for you to check out that bass. So till next time, I've been Alan Brown, aka Bully the Kid. Y'all be easy.